Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 5.
One step closer, a recall campaign targeting 3 Port of Benton commissioners is moving forward. We have the new details.
Plus,
video footage, really, that's going to be our best bet.
The hunt continues for the person who caused a 4th of July weekend fire in Yakima's Terrace Heights neighborhood.
also tonight, after 7 years on the run, the search ends for a man accused of killing a 14-year-old at Lions Park in Wapato back in 2019, where authorities tracked down the suspect.
And it's not 100 degrees for today, but it's still pretty toasty, and you see some of the trees shaking because of the winds. Elevated fire concerns, which we'll talk about coming up on Apple Valley News Now at 5. Start right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Here we go on this Wednesday. Good evening. I'm Austin Reed.
And I'm Wendy Redman.
Well, first at 5 o'clock, a recall campaign targeting 3 Port of Benton commissioners is one step closer to the ballot, and Tuesday's meeting made clear the community is divided. The Washington Supreme Court has cleared the way for a recall campaign against 3 Port of Benton commissioners. Scott Keller, Bill O'Neill, and Lori Stevens now face a signature drive. Yesterday's commission meeting drew a packed room with multiple speakers calling on the 3 to step down.
Responsible path forward is clear. Commissioners Keller, O'Neill, and Stevens, you should resign now and spare the taxpayers of this district the cost and distraction of a prolonged recall campaign.
Not everyone agreed. One airport tenant told commissioners voters elected them by wide margins to do the job, and they should finish it. Commissioner Bill O'Neill addressed the room with a prepared statement, saying the board's decision to suspend former executive director Diane Howard was based on employee complaints and followed her contract. The recall campaign cannot officially begin collecting signatures until the court releases the final petition language.
New tonight, a voter challenge arguing State Senator Nikki Torres does not live in the district she is running for a seat in has failed. This after a hearing at the Franklin County Election Center Wednesday morning. Apple Valley News Now's Caleb Stipkovitz is digging into this case for us. He'll tell us why the challenge failed coming up in our 6 o'clock hour.
In Yakima's Terrace Heights area, the East Valley Fire Chief is continuing to investigate a blaze that destroyed a property and threatened a number of homes over the 4th of July weekend.
He says it's the 3rd time in 3 years fireworks have sparked a fire in this exact area. Now he's turning to you to help find the person responsible. It was just after midnight on July 5th when crews rushed to Hardy Drive. They battled 30-mile-per-hour winds for 2.5 hours to contain the flames. The fire destroyed a vacant home, a barn, and more than 2,000 feet of fencing. With no other ignition sources like power lines nearby, the chief says fireworks are the culprit.
Video footage, really, that's going to be our best bet because there's really nothing else in the area. There's some investigatory things that the sheriff's office can do to corroborate if they get a vehicle identification. But other than that, the video footage is going to be probably the biggest key to figuring out who may have started the fire.
So if you have security cameras facing East Hillcrest or Hardy Drive, do contact the East Valley Fire Department.
Tonight, the Chelan Hills fire is 50% contained after burning nearly 10,000 acres since it broke out Friday. Sadly, authorities tell us it left at least one person dead and destroyed homes across the area. Fire officials say the victims' remains were found inside a vehicle that had gone off the road. According to the Douglas County Sheriff's Office, the fire is being investigated as human-caused. More than $9 million worth of damage has been reported so far.
Well, a little bit of a cool down has begun across our area, but fire's obviously still a problem.
Yeah, still pretty hot out there. Chief Meteorologist Josh Culbreth in for Stacy Lee. He joins us now with a first look at weather. At least it's not 100, I guess we can say, Josh.
At least got to take the wins where you can take them, right? So unfortunately, we do have alert days still in place from tonight all the way through Saturday because it continues to be. The vegetation's extremely dry and it is gusty. The forecast staying dry, no chances of rain over the next 7 days, and high temperatures mostly staying in the 90s, but at least they're not in the triple digits. So again, the alert days from this evening all the way through Saturday. We'll have a lot more to say about this coming up a little bit later in the show. Still toasty out there. 95 for the Tri-Cities, 90 for Yakima, 81 in Ellensburg, and 88 up and down the Bluefoot Hills of Walla Walla, Umatilla, and Morrow counties. Look at the gusts right now in the Kittitas Valley, 40 miles per hour, kind of standing alone right now, but we are seeing some breezes across the rest of the map as well. Here in the Tri-Cities, it looks like our peak's going to be around 25 miles per hour around 8 p.m. And then after that, still dealing with some breezy conditions. So for tonight, it is an alert day night. Overnight lows dropping down into the 50s and 60s. Then another alert day for those fire concerns for tomorrow. High temperatures will be in the 80s and 90s, and it will be breezy. Okay, speaking of fires, let's talk about the fires that we have currently on the map. This was one that actually prompted some evacuations a little bit earlier this morning. The Road 13 fire in Grant County got stopped at 100 acres and it's 100% contained. So that's some very good news. There were evacuations in place earlier, but all of them have since been lifted. Okay, then the North Cayuse fire burning to the east of Pendleton to the south of Adams. This one, acreage is kind of ebbed and flowed, but still hovering around 4,500 acres. It's 12% contained, but I'm expecting the acreage to go up as look at all the active hotspots still on like the southern 2/3 of this fire's perimeter. So I think we have a long way to go with this one, especially with some of the weather conditions in the forecast. And those level 1B ready evacuations still in place for the northeastern side of the fire for UMC-213-D, UMC-215-C. And obviously the threat for more fires to start over the coming days. We'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. After 7 years on the run, authorities say a man wanted for murdering a 14-year-old boy in Wapato is back behind bars. This after he was captured in Mexico and returned to the United States.
Yeah, 26-year-old Christopher Raul Trejo was wanted for first-degree murder in the 2019 fatal shooting of 14-year-old Carlos Steven Munguia Barajas at Lions Park. This follows an international arrest operation coordinated by the U.S. Marshal Service Pacific Northwest Violent Offender Task Force in Yakima. Trejo was wanted on an outstanding felony nationwide warrant in connection with the death.
Well, in shackles, he arrived at SeaTac Airport late last night and was booked into the King County Jail, awaiting further judicial proceedings. U.S. Marshal Craig Thayer says this arrest could not have happened without the extensive collaboration of multiple local, state, federal, and international law enforcement agencies. The Tri-City Alliance for the Unhoused is continuing its push to bring a low-barrier homeless shelter to the Tri-Cities. The group is working with local leaders to move the project forward. Officials say they have made progress in recent months after Benton County adopted its 5-year homeless housing plan, which identified the need for a low-barrier shelter and future funding options. The organization says it's now working with the county to identify a location, develop an operations plan, and explore funding. The group says the goal is to create a safe place where people can access emergency shelter while also being connected with services that can help them find long-term housing.
We're a place that the first responders, the law enforcement or first responders could bring people to the shelter, and we would provide them with a space to sleep, and we would also offer them wraparound services.
The Tri-City Alliance for the Unhoused says it will continue working with local partners to move the project into its next phase.
Oil prices are changing yet again as President Trump says the ceasefire between the U.S. and Iran may officially be over.
The president's remarks are creating volatility in the Strait of Hormuz and uncertainty in the future of gas prices. ABC's Christiane Cordero has the very latest details now from the nation's capital.
Oil prices are up today after spiking as high as 6% following a one-sentence declaration from President Trump.
To me, I think it's over.
The memorandum of understanding that allowed ships to pass through the Strait of Hormuz lasted less than 1 month of its 60-day window before the president said it's over. According to maritime intelligence firm Kepler, 41 ships passed through the strait yesterday, up from 36 the day before. But attacks ramping up between the U.S. and Iran put the ships trying to navigate the strait at risk yet again. Kepler warns the focus has now shifted to security, compliance, and risk management.
Anytime if we hit Iran, oil goes up a little bit. It's all right.
Any long-term disruption to the flow of traffic in the Strait of Hormuz is expected to surge gas prices, as it did leading up to the temporary truce.
Yeah, it's definitely hitting the pocketbook, and it's obviously hitting, the price of groceries and everything else as well.
Gas prices were at their peak on May 7th, with the national average hovering around $4.57 per gallon of regular, according to Gas Buddy. Today, Gas Buddy shows the average down significantly at $3.74. That is still 59 cents higher than last year. Christiane Cordero, ABC News, Washington.
Following this newscast, ABC World News Tonight with David Muir picks up on coverage of oil prices.
Plus, Travis Kelce talks about proposing to Taylor Swift. Coming up next here on the news at 5, we are previewing this year's C3 Slam in Richland.
Plus, today marks the anniversary of the first public readings of the Declaration of Independence in 1776. We take you out to a local ceremony. And Josh is back with a look at your full First Alert weather forecast. How long will the highs be in the 90s? Find out that story.
But first, let's check out tonight's reason to smile. This comes from Lydia. This is in Richland, Badger Mountain sunrise.
Gorgeous
What a shot there.
Yeah.
Get your photo on TV, scan that QR code. We're back with more news right after this.
Injured in a car crash? The insurance company can sure make you feel small. When you choose the heavy hitter, you get big help and big results. Injured in a car wreck? Big thanks. Get big help. Call me.
Call 853-2222. Bath Planet brings life back to your bathroom with expert remodeling, custom designs, fast installation, and right now, save $1,000. Call for a free estimate today, 509-851-0669.
I have active psoriatic arthritis, but want to move with more freedom. So I'm ready to jump in with Skyrizi. Along with clearer skin, Skyrizi helps me move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. And it's just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
There's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi.
Now earn up to 4 times the rewards with the ICCU Premier Rewards Visa credit card. It's the credit card from the credit union you love.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
So why don't you speed?
I've had one too many close calls on the road, and then I learned the facts.
It's dangerous to drive too fast.
It's true. 1 in 3 fatal crashes involve speeding.
This is our neighborhood, too. Most people try to be safe, but speeding is dangerous.
You know, the faster you go, the longer it takes to stop.
The faster you drive, the harder you'd hit someone. That driver gets it. Slower speeds save lives.
Please drive the speed limit so everyone is safe.
Together, we get there.
Injured in a car crash? The insurance company can sure make you feel small. When you choose the heavy hitter, you get big help and big results. Injured in a car wreck? Big thanks. Get big help. Call me.
Call 853-2222.
Wendy Redmond, only one station. Apple Valley News Now.
And we're always on your side.
Thanks for staying with us. Communities across the country and around the world came together this afternoon for a unique tribute to America's founding.
At exactly 3 o'clock Pacific time, participants in every state and more than 20 countries read the historic document simultaneously, commemorating the first public readings that took place on July 8th of 1776. Washington's official reading was led by 16-year-old Tanner Hadley of Hanford. The event is part of the state's America's 250th celebration. Organizers encouraging communities to reflect on the nation's history while looking toward its future.
My grandma asked me to do it, of course I'm going to do it. I just want to make sure I do my best and honor the people who wrote the Declaration and how they said it.
He says he practiced reading this out loud in front of family members. He said he wanted to honor those who served, like his 8 times great-grandfather in the Virginia militia during the Revolutionary War.
Local animal control officers are working to safely trap a black dog with a broken leg that has been roaming Columbia Park in Kennewick. Take a look. Officials say if you see this larger black dog, report its location to animal control immediately. Tri-Cities Animal Services says the sooner they can capture this dog, the sooner it can receive the veterinary care it desperately needs. Officials are also asking people not to feed, chase, or even approach it, because chasing the dog can cause it to run, increasing the risk of new injuries.
If you are planning on hunting at the Yakima Training Center this year, be prepared for some changes. Today, YTC released new rules for the upcoming season. This year, a maximum of 15 hunters will be granted access to the center at any given time. This measure is in place to prevent overcrowding. Shooting hours will be 30 minutes prior to sunrise up until 4:30 p.m. All hunters must be off the installation by 4:30. Another change to note, each hunter is permitted to bring 1 non-hunting helper. Hunters will also be restricted to carrying only 1 hunting rifle. The new policies start August 1st.
The 9th annual C3 Slam basketball tournament returns this weekend to Richland. The fundraising event uses all proceeds from team registrations to help perform procedures for people suffering from cataracts in third world countries. Since the start of the event, about 25,000 surgeries have been performed with funds from the C3 Slam. Approximately 200 teams are signed up this year, and each team registration pays for 3 surgeries.
It's extremely heartwarming, and the fact that we're able to do this and have the community come out in such large forces to help with that support is absolutely incredible.
The tournament will be played on George Washington Way Saturday and Sunday, the 11th and 12th. George Washington Way between Newton and Knight Street will be closed beginning on Friday at 6 p.m. and last until Sunday at 7 p.m.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Alrighty, folks, we got some breaking news. We have a new fire. It's 500 acres. It's by Vantage. This is Kittitas County. This is Grant County over here. I'm going to step off the screen. I'm just going to read a little note from Incident Command here. It says that multiple structures are threatened. Structure protection is being performed in the area. The fire has jumped Vantage Highway and is pushing towards Recreation Drive. Place my phone down, and so just getting kind of a closer look at sort of reference points here. This is Interstate 90. This is the Vantage Highway. The winds are coming out of the north and west right now, so this is pushing closer this way. If there are any evacuations that are issued by Kittitas County, any of the agencies on scene, we'll be sure to pass that along. Okay. It kind of goes without saying, but there is an alert day in place for this evening, for tomorrow, for Friday, and for Saturday as well. Extremely dry out there, and it is gusty. So the vegetation dryness right now, level 5 out of 5. It is extremely dry out there, and the winds, again, in Kittitas County, they're coming out of the north and west. In Ellensburg, we've already seen gusts of up around 40 miles per hour, so that's going to continue to push the fire closer and closer to the river, closer and closer to Vantage and to Grant County as well. So we're going to keep a very close eye on that for tomorrow. Looks like the gusts, this is going to be more so of a valley-centric event, the upper Yakima Valley and the Kittitas Valley. Some of those peak gusts anywhere between 30 to 40 miles per hour. And as we head into Friday and Friday night, here we go again, another round of winds for lower elevations across the map between 20 to 35 miles per hour. And then by Saturday, another round of winds for lower elevations anywhere between 20 to 30 miles per hour once again. So the wind gusts day to day not going to be all that different, but the point remains the same in that it's going to be extremely dry. It will be gusty out there, so fires could start or spread very quickly. Here's how to prevent wildfires. A bunch of don'ts here, okay? Don't burn yard waste, don't toss cigarettes, don't drag trailer chains, park on dry grass, or people are still shooting off fireworks as well. So that's something that you would want to avoid. The reason why we're seeing all of these winds is kind of because we're on a boundary between very active weather towards our north and west, and then some more kind of ho-hum weather towards our south. So right on the boundary as all these storm systems pass, picking up wind gusts, and also that picks up fire concerns as well. Unfortunately, we are on the dry side of that boundary. We're going to continue to be on the dry side of the boundary as no precip chances are in the mix over the next 7 days. All right, here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Dangerous fire weather through Saturday, then trending a bit hotter again by the middle of next week. For Yakima, lots of breezy days ahead of us, but the most concerning, and high temperatures, again, the temperatures are hot. It's not as hot as it was for yesterday, but it will be keeping it around 90 degrees through Monday, and then jumping up to around 95 degrees by next Tuesday and Wednesday. Okay, here's the 7-day forecast very quickly for the Tri-Cities. Dangerous fire weather through Saturday, then trending a bit hotter again by the middle of next week. For Yakima, lots of breezy days ahead of us, but the most concerning winds will be over the next few days. In Ellensburg, a windy stretch through Saturday, then highs returning to the 90s by next Tuesday. And then for Hermiston, bright, breezy, extremely dry over the next few days. Exercise all the fire safety you know. Finally, for Walla Walla, summer's forecast over the next 7 days with very warm to hot high temperatures and lots of sunshine.
All right, it's an alert day and we have a brand new fire breaking news. Thanks for getting us up to speed on that. I know you'll be watching it very closely.
Yes.
All right, so.
I-90 could close. I mean, it's right at that point.
It's close at the Vantage Highway.
Yeah. Okay. Coming up next here on the news at 5, a Moses Lake police officer is set to receive a huge award tomorrow. What it's for, next in the Spotlight.
Jack, tell me one core value you live by.
Good things come to those who order my much better deals for $4.99. Choose between a Junior Jumbo Jack meal or Junior Chicken Sandwich meal. Some say be the change. I say keep the change.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
I'm Usain Bolt, world's fastest man. But I'm here to show that slow can be good too, especially when it comes to a progressive disease like chronic kidney disease. So while I don't have CKD myself, I'm taking it slow to remind you that Jardiance is a little pill proven to slow the progression of CKD, which can lead to dialysis, and it lowers the risk of cardiovascular death too.
Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine and infection between and around the anus and genitals. Both may be fatal. Severe allergic reactions, dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections in men and women, and low blood sugar. Stop taking and tell your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, rash, swelling, trouble breathing or swallowing. Tell your doctor about lightheadedness, weakness, fever, pain, tenderness, redness, or swelling between the anus and genitals. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have new pain or tenderness, sores, ulcers, or infection in your legs or feet.
When it comes to your CKD, embrace the slow.
Ask your doctor about Jardiance.
How'd it happen?
She showed up dead on arrival.
This never gets easier.
It does when you call CarShield before your car breaks down. Look at these prices. The camshaft, transmission, engine.
Don't people know? A plan through CarShield could protect up to 5,000 parts and systems.
You hate to see it.
An out-of-warranty car is gonna break down eventually.
Right, which is why they need a plan through CarShield.
Best of all, you'll get access to CarShield's concierge service, who can even help you find a mechanic near you.
They're notifying the family.
Poor guy, he doesn't even know what's coming.
Another victim of senselessly expensive repair bills. Can't save them all.
But we can keep trying. Didn't have to end this way. If he'd have just called CarShield before his car broke down. Exactly.
CarShield has an A rating with the Better Business Bureau and was voted America's most trusted auto protection company. It's time to call CarShield now. Call 800-242-3095.
In the 85 years of the American Diabetes Association, we've had many wins, but we've never rested. Because 1 out of every 10 Americans has diabetes, and they rely on us every day, just like we rely on you.
Jack, tell me one core value you live by.
Good things come to those who order my much better deals for $4.99. Choose between a Junior Jumbo Jack meal or Junior Chicken Sandwich meal. Some say be the change. I say keep the change.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Only one station is on your side.
One station.
Apple Valley News Now.
Tomorrow, Moses Lake Police Officer Edgar Salazar will receive the Hometown Hero Award from the U.S. Attorney General's Office. This is for his actions at the Gorge Amphitheater 3 years ago. In June 2023, 28-year-old James Kelly killed 2 people and shot 3 more. Salazar had been working undercover at the time. When the suspect fired at Salazar, he shot back once, striking Kelly in the head. The presentation will be in the Moses Lake City Council chambers at 11 o'clock tomorrow. The public is invited to attend.
Hero indeed.
Yeah, wow.
Wow.
I know.
Very courageous. All right, well, we still have a final check of your ever-important weather forecast on the other side of the break, so keep it locked right here.
Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert. Only one station. Apple Valley News Now.
On your side.
The clock is ticking. Walker's Furniture and Mattress must make room for the biggest furniture delivery of the year.
Which means hundreds of items have to go immediately. Save up to 70% off floor models, closeouts, discontinued styles, and clearance items.
New collections are already arriving, and we need space. But once these incredible deals are gone, they're gone for good. Or shop now and pay over time with no interest financing for 5 years with no money down.
During the inventory reduction sale this week at Walker's.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. At my law firm, we have a team that knows big truck wrecks. Big truck insurance companies know that we have the knowledge and experience to get you paid everything you deserve. Call the heavy hitter. When I call the insurance companies, they listen. Hit by a big truck, I know how to be their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
Where you been, hey?
Little field research. Show them what we got.
Check this out. Looks like America is loving Ford quality.
And J.D. Power backs it up.
Ford is #1 in new vehicle quality, and F-Series are America's best-selling trucks.
Great deals, crazy good capability.
America, this is what summer's all about.
Get 0% APR for 36 months and $1,000 toward your down payment on select Ford vehicles, plus a complimentary maintenance plan for 2 years.
Bath Planet brings life back to your bathroom with expert remodeling, custom designs, fast installation, and right now, save $1,000. Call for a free estimate today, 509-851-0669.
My moderate to severe plaque psoriasis held me back, but now I'm ready for the moment with clearer skin, thanks to Skyrizi. Most people achieved clearer skin from head to toe, and many were 100% plaque-free.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Nothing on my skin means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi.
I take care of the kids, my dad, and things at work. But I haven't made time to take care of what I need.
Millions of caregivers experience symptoms of anxiety and depression, but help is available. Head to mentalhealthcareworks.org today.
911, where's your emergency?
There's a body ejected, huge accident.
And there's so much blood.
Recently, Apple Valley News Now was honored as a regional Edward R. Murrow winner for investigative reporting in the case of a Washington State trooper and if she received preferential treatment.
In terms of a red flag, how would you kind of feel about that?
That one bothers me a lot.
Being honored for journalistic excellence is important, but knowing we're asking questions you want answered is how our team is on your side. Thanks for watching Apple Valley News Now.
All right, welcome back to Apple Valley News Now at 5. We have a serious situation unfolding right now in Vantage. We have a 500-acre fire. It's now known as the Ryegrass Coulee Fire. It is burning very quickly towards the south and east because of the very strong north and westerly winds right now in Kittitas County. There are some localized evacuations taking place within the town of Vantage. No official evacuations yet. We're listening to the scanner traffic very, very closely. Another look at the winds coming out of the north and west right now. You see that deep red shade in south and southeastern Kittitas County. So that's what's pushing the fire towards the south and towards the east.
All right, so definitely something that we are going to stay on top of for you. We'll have the very latest for you coming up on the news at 6, but also stay with us, not just on air, but online as well, AppleValleyNewsNow.com. Josh has you covered on all platforms you can think of, so we've got you covered. All right, that'll do it for us. Thank you for joining us here on the news at 5.
We'll see you at 6, hoping your news is good news.